Hey sports fans, this is George Steele, VP of Operations for Mark the Hurricane Hoffman, and we're back with our free play of the day. Guys, we've done this 3 times already this week, and we're a perfect 3-0, and we're going to make it 4-0 for you today. If you haven't gone to our website, it's markmoneyhoffman.com. That's MarkMoneyHoffman.com. And if you go over to our website, guys, you're going to find lots of free stuff as well as premium stuff for guys who want more of the bigger games, more of Mark's private stuff that he has. Now, Mark Hoffman has been one of the elite guys in this industry for 20 plus years, and he's doing some very special stuff on the website, giving away some of his stuff at promotional prices. So if you've tried other guys in the industry, please come, try the best, come be with Mark, try one of his promotional packages in the Buy Now section for those of you who want to try the premium stuff. For those of you who want the free stuff, there's write-ups, baseball, football, different team totals, previews for the NFL, and some college stuff. Go check it out. There's going to be more and more added every day, as well as our free plays. Now, for those of you just tuning in here for our free plays, we'd love for you to go and hit the subscribe button and hit the bell, so whenever we have a free video come up, you will be one of the first to get notified, as well as when Mark is using one of his Blue Diamond plays or Game of the Weeks, Game of the Month, or Game of the Year, you will be notified and also get a discount with that. So please make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell so you're notified. Now, with the free plays, we rate these on a 1 to 5 scale, 1 being the lowest, 5 being the highest, and at the end of each video, we'll give you our selection along with the rating. Okay, guys? So today, the game we're going to use is Game 2 of a doubleheader between the New York Mets and the Philadelphia Phillies. Make sure, you guys, that you get it. It's game number 2 of the doubleheader between the New York Mets and the Philadelphia Phillies. Now, game time, guys, is supposed to be 7:35 Eastern, 4:35 Pacific, and today's date, just to let you know, is August the 16th, 2018. Now, going back, we're gonna let you know who's pitching. The New York Mets are scheduled to have Steven Matz go, and the Philadelphia Phillies are supposed to have Zach Eflin. And let's get to it, guys. Let's go over some stats and why we're using this game. Now, the New York Mets, historically, year after year, are supposed to be a team who battles in the New York East, and for whatever reason, whether it be injuries, whether it be some kind of dysfunction within the organization, year after year, they seem to fall short, and yet again, this year, no surprise, they're not contending for anything except last place in the division. The National League East really seems to have separated itself with 2 teams, the Philadelphia Phillies and the Atlanta Braves. Now, let's go ahead, guys, and get some of the preview done for you here. New York has played better on the road this season, like they are tonight, better than they have at home, which is a rarity in baseball. Most of the time you find you play better at home, but the New York Mets have bucked that trend. The Mets come in today's matchup with the Philadelphia Phillies with a road record of 26-30. So they are playing 500 baseball with a 7-7 record in the month of August. Over the past 3 years, the Mets are 32-41 in the month of August, though. So August hasn't been a particularly great month for them the past 3 seasons. However, they are battling 500 at this point this year. On the season, they're 22-26 when playing against teams in the division. So the Mets are a below 500 team this season when playing teams in the division. New York is currently 35-45 when playing at night this season. Over the past 3 seasons, they have a combined record of 149-161 when playing under the lights. And over the past 3 seasons, the Mets are 14 games under 500 when facing right-handers, going 162-176, and facing right-handers like Zach Eflin is tonight. Now, New York is 39-50 total on the season when facing right-handers. So 11 games below 500 when facing right-handed starters. Another not-so-great stat. When New York plays a team with a winning record this year, 25-37. Since 2015, the Mets are 80-115 against teams with winning records. And I believe that's a series. Let's go over the Philadelphia Phillies pitcher, Zach Eflin, some stats on him. He is currently 8-4 on the season with a 3.57 ERA. Zach has played significant role in Philly's success this season and been a true presence in their starting rotation. Eflin is 3-3 on the season with a 3.86 6.88 ERA when pitching away from home. As a team, the Phillies are 4-5 when Zach gets the start on the road. But they are at home tonight. Zach has played very well in his last start. He pitched 6 strong innings, allowing 5 hits and striking out 8 as they played the San Diego Padres. Even though Zach threw well, he was not able to get the win. He earned a no decision in that one. Over his last 7 appearances, though, he is 3-2 with a 3.72 ERA. Now, the Philadelphia Phillies team report, again, Philadelphia is battling for the division right now with the Atlanta Braves. Great turnaround for the Phillies. You know, the last few years, they've had minor success, but this year they really seem to turn around, and they were big buyers over at the trade deadline to really improve this team and fight for a playoff spot. They're coming off a short 2-game set against the Boston Red Sox in which they split the series 1 game apiece. Boston had won 6 in a row going into last night's game with Philly, but Philly did come out with a W last evening. The Phillies are 2 games back in the NL standings behind the Braves. So right now, guys, you know, with a month and a half left in the season, the division's up for grabs, the wild card spot's up for the grabs. So right now, Philly needs every game that they can get. They are, however, tied right now for the first Major League wild card with the Milwaukee Brewers. Not far behind, though, is St. Louis, Colorado, and the LA Dodgers, who are all just 2.5 games behind the Phillies. So it is very tight there for the wild card races, guys. Again, just 2 games behind the division-leading Atlanta Braves. So Phillies right in the thick of the things with all these teams. So again, each and every game is very, very important. Now, the Phillies are 12 games over the 500 mark, 38-26 when they play a game that has a total of 8 to 8.5 runs like tonight's total is. The Phillies are 14-5 on the season when playing a game at home, favored between $1.25 and $1.75. Now, Phillies are very impressive, 39-19 when playing at home this season. So they are one of the best teams in Major League Baseball when playing at home, and that's the way to make the playoffs, guys. Good pitching and winning at home is the way to get it done. If you can be a 500 team on the road, but win your games at home, that's the way to make the playoffs. Now, over the past 3 years, they have struggled to win at night, however, going 133 and 160. However, the previous couple of years, Philadelphia was one of baseball's worst teams. So you have to take that into effect, that they were in a rebuilding phase. This year, really rebuilt this team, have a much better roster, and have really started to turn things around. So be careful with that stat right there. It's a little misleading. The Philadelphia Phillies will face another left-handed starting pitcher tonight. When they've faced left-handers, they've gone 14-13 on the season. The Phillies have played outstanding baseball when they're playing against teams with a losing record this season. When Philly has played teams below 500, they've gone 31-22 on the season, so 9 games above 500. Now, New York is going with with Steven Matz, not Syndergaard, with Steven Matz, who has a record of 5-9 on the season with an ERA of 4.35. Matz has struggled over his previous 5 appearances, going with a record of 1-4. He is 4-4 with an ERA of 4.5 when he pitches on the road this season. Matz has performed very poorly in his last game. He went just 2/3 of an inning against the Washington Nationals, allowing 8 hits and 7 runs. So one of his worst outings of his career. That's not a great start as we get towards the end of the season. Sometimes that means, you know, a pitcher starting to have a dead arm. Could it be a fluke? It could easily be a fluke. It could have been an off day. But it's not something great when you have a veteran pitcher like Matz is now. He's been in the rotation for a few years with the Mets. And, when you have a start like that, you got to be careful. You really got to look out for that, guys. He is pitching his first game after coming off of the 10-day disabled list. So Matz went on the disabled list right after that last poor performance. Again, guys, you really have to look into that and be careful. Matz is 2-4 with an ERA of 5.65 over his last 7 games combined. So, again, guys, telltale signs here, not pointing to good. I think it's pretty obvious, guys, who we're going with. It is the Philadelphia Phillies minus the $1.65 in Game 2 of the doubleheader. We are rating this game on the scale of 1 to 5, a 2.5. 2.5 stars. The Philadelphia Phillies, Game 2, our free play of the game. Make sure you go to our website, markmoneyhoffman.com. Go get with the Hurricane, guys. Check out his premium stuff. Check out the free stuff. We got football tonight. We got baseball tonight. Philadelphia Phillies, Game 2, minus the $1.65. 2.5 on a scale of 1 to 5. Go get yourself paid. Go get with the Hurricane. Talk to you later.